Hello guys, and today we have a review of one of my all-time favourite tank engines, the gorgeous GNR N2, and the sun is shining so the apple green really pops up. Like I sort of shadow it behind the camera. And this is a beautiful locomotive. This is the Great Northern liveried preserved example of the N2. Now it's a Hornby model. They are slightly getting on a little bit now, but it's obviously still a gorgeous thing, so we will have a review of this. And yes, I picked this up using like Christmas money, etc. And that's why I've got another loco after the 68. Now, I'm not going to be getting another one for quite a while now, because I can't keep doing it. I actually genuinely don't have any space for locomotives, as you will probably see in one of the upcoming videos. So yeah, we're just going to have a look around this, bit of a running session, and see what it's like in general. But it's still a very nice loco, so let's get to it. First off, we'll look at the box. Now, that is the front. Obviously, it's in a more modern Hornby sort of premium super detail loco packaging. But it is an old sort of tooling, so you can see it's classified as a 3P, so it's quite a powerful locomotive actually for its size. They do look quite powerful. That is the preserved example and the one we have in model form on the picture there. And this is all of the information about the locomotive, so you can pause that and read that if you like. And the gumph is just the 062 class N2 details and instruction manual, basically. Nothing really super exciting to see in there. And back to the loco. So this is a very, very nice locomotive. Just look at it. They look so cool. And they look really, really powerful, but obviously they're not. But they're quite largish locos, really, sort of, considering their age. Now, this is a pre-grouping locomotive. This one was built just a couple of years before the grouping of 1923. Sort of 22, 23. And that means it fits into my preferred specialities of pre-grouping locos, because I love pre-grouping locos. And I now, I think, have a pre-grouping loco. Well, I don't actually have an LMS one. No, I've got a pre-grouping livery on an LMS loco on a tank engine, but it'll have to do. Unless the Fowler 4P is pre-grouping, which I doubt it. Anyway, but yes, I have quite a lot of pre-grouping locomotives now. Tank engine wise, not that many, but right, we'll run through the details anyway. And as you can see, it is actually quite well detailed for its age. This is quite an old tooling. It dates back to the old mainline one, I believe, and this sort of Hornby Dublo, or Double O, whatever you want to call it. That sort of tooling, so it is a bit old now, but it still has sprung buffers, which everybody likes sprung buffers. You do have a separately fitted vacuum pipe and a sort of little coupling hook, so you can obviously put some chain couplings on there if you want. Obviously, the lining is fantastic. You have the white and the black all across the side, and it's really crisp as well. It's actually quite a good lining, which you would sort of not think it would have for its age, but quite good. And then you have this sort of nice sort of burgundy underneath, which I think sets the loco off really well. I think that really makes it look like proper cool. Then on the front you have number 1744 on the front. Then obviously you've got a moulded smoke box door handle, and obviously the lines across the front, which obviously are a signature feature of LNAR locomotives. Quite a lot of moulded detail, but you do have a separately fitted metal handrail, which is nice. Then obviously you've got a nicely moulded funnel, and obviously whatever this is behind it. The dome and sort of the safety valves and whistle, nicely picked out. That whistle does look metal, and it's separately fitted. More pipe work across the sides. Obviously you've got these quite notable and iconic sort of for the N2, these pipes that run across the side. Which makes it look like it's got ears at the front, but they're quite unique among locomotives in the fact the N2 has these. I don't know what they do, I'm not an expert by any means, so But obviously, if you know, please comment below. It would be nice to know. Underneath the boiler, you do have some. You do have a gap, but there's no valve gear represented, which is a little bit annoying. But for a loco this age, it's fine. There's a slightly darker green around the outside of the lining, which is really nice because it's all across the side. That's part of the livery. You got GNR, standing for Great Northern Railway, printed nicely onto the side, including 1744 on the rear where the coal bunker is. Coal is nicely moulded. It's not super realistic or anything. I don't think it's removable, but it does look removable. Looks like it's got a gap in it, but I don't think it's removable, so we're not going to remove it. You still have a lining. You even have a lining across the top of the cab, which is nice. And then look at it. Look at that lining pop now in the sun. The livery as well, the colour, but it's just so cool. You have 1744 on the back of the locomotive with some more lining, and obviously you have some sprung buffers and a separately fitted vacuum pipe and another coupling hook. There's no cab detail because that's where the motor is. That is genuinely the motor there, but that's because this is an older locomotive and the mechanism is a bit older, so it's fine. It's fair enough. It's not super expensive a loco or anything, so it's to be expected. And pretty much that will do for the look at the loco. You do have some handrails across the top as well there. They're metal and separately fitted, and then a couple around the back as well, which is nice to see. So yeah, reasonably well detailed for its age, and obviously look at the builder's plate as well, see if we can get that in shot. I don't think it's legible. Well, it is legible, but I don't think I can get it zoomed in enough on camera. But yeah, decent sort of amount of detail on this loco for its age. Now we've got to check the running and obviously see what it's like in general. So there is the gorgeous N2 on the track then, and I'm just going to turn the lecky on because it's not on. There we go. And it's a very nice locomotive, and I do like it a lot. Now, I have ran this before. I actually bought it yesterday in terms of when the video was filmed, but when this comes out, it'll probably be the day after this, or the same day, but later on. I don't know. Anyway, it does run really well, actually, for its sort of age, and it's a sort of good run loco. It's not super slow speed, because it doesn't really do... I mean, that's not bad, actually. But sort of normalish speed when it doesn't cut out on the points. Come on. There you go. It runs very, very well. Right, so we are going to get this in a running session now with another locomotive and just enjoy it for a bit. So there we have the N2 with the gorgeous sort of classic LNER sort of Genesis coaches, if you want to call them that. They're sort of the Hornby equivalent of the Hatton's Genesis coaches. But it looks fantastic with those. Apart from the coaches are quite short, which just looks a bit stupid, slightly, if you notice. Like, look how high up the coaches are compared to the loco. But no, it looks absolutely superb with those. And then we have the J50, which is my other LNER tank engine, with a small little goods train, because it is a freight locomotive, after all. So we'll run these two together, and we will set the J50 off first, even though it's going backwards. How does that happen? And now for the N2, well, it's left its brake van behind. Disaster. Yes, no, it didn't go far enough. And the N2. And the N2 is coming round now. Oh no, one of the coaches has come off. And we're back. See, why is this track playing up? I'm making my loco go like 1,000 miles an hour down the hill. Oh, why is this happening? Don't kill me N2, thank you. Look good with those coaches actually, but I think it'll look better with some teaks as well, so I'll probably start running it with teaks more. J50 still one of the best tank engines Hornby's ever made as an overall package. The N2's a good loco though. A little bit more dated though, a little bit older. It would be nice to see a newly retooled N2, which I would get an LNER black one if they did a newly retooled one. In fact, I'd probably get an LNER black N2 anyway at some point. If I can pick one up nice and cheap. Because I love an N2. I've just got a soft spot for them. I think they're like they look so powerful and just so unique, and they look brilliant, so. And let's stop the N2. And finally the J50. Lovely. Even though the J50 is now no longer in shot. Lovely. There we go. And that will conclude this video. So, yes, another loco, and unfortunately, it's not going to be the last. But then again, that's fortunately for you lot, because you can watch these reviews and enjoy how bad I am at filming locomotive reviews. But we now have 53 locomotives in the collection, and I will be doing a collection roundup in the new year. So make sure you're subscribed for that if you aren't already, because look how tightly packed it is in here. There's 49 in here now. There's only 4 in the cupboard above, in the drawer, which is the 2 HSTs and Thomas and Percy. So quite a lot of locomotives, and I'm still going to buy loads more. But yes, nice end to the year with the Class 68 and the N2. I will see you for a running session with all of the locomotives I've bought this year very soon. And then obviously the New Year update for the channel, and finally the collection roundup in New Year. And that will be obviously then followed by the rest of the videos I do. So yes, I think we may have reached 10 locos for this year, but I'm not sure because we weren't on that many. We didn't buy anything until the Hornby Thompson 1. That was the first loco we bought, so I'm not sure how many we've got, but we did get quite a lot in the last couple of weeks and months, so it could be approaching 10. I'm not sure. It's not going to be as many as last year, but what we'll do is when we do the running session, it'll be each loco individually will run around for a couple of minutes each, obviously, with some coaches or freight, whatever. And we'll enjoy each of the locos for what they are. So I think there's quite a few steam. There's definitely 2 diesels in this in the video. So unfortunately, Kelly Ashford, you're gonna have to suffer 2 diesels for a couple of minutes each, but I'm sure you'll be okay. Yeah, pretty much that will be it. So thank you all for watching. Comment below your thoughts on the N2, and I will see you very soon for some more videos. Goodbye.